welcome sports fans to this live video streaming event of Table Rock Sports Production. I'm Jeff Smith with Joseph Brett, coming to you live from Grants Pass High School in Grants Pass, Oregon. Thank you for joining us today for the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. Today featuring the South Eugene Axe versus the Grants Pass Lady Cavers. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net in partnership with the Grants Pass District 7 schools and our participating community business partners. Be sure to download the new version of our free app. Watch all Table Rock Sports Network events on your phone, tablet, PC, or anywhere you connect for free. We also invite fans to check out all of the features on TableRockSports.net, where you can find easy access to live streaming events, Southern Oregon Sports Spotlight, and our new feature, the Alumni Watch. And taking a look at the matchup, the South Eugene Axe with a 5-4 conference record, 12-12 overall, currently ranked 22nd in the state. And the Lady Cavers, 3-6 in the conference, 10-12 overall, currently ranked 29th. And so both teams looking for their path to the playoffs. Lady Cavers are going to have to do it with ranking, which makes this probably a fairly important game. Being ranked 29th right now probably gets them in, but you don't want to lose tonight and drop any further in the rankings. Of course, it's senior night too, Joseph, and I expect both the Lady Caver seniors to be a big part of this game, as they were recognized earlier. And of course, those are Kylie Rucker and Camden Bruner, and they both should be big parts of this game tonight.
Yeah, Kylie Rucker, Camden Bruner. It's senior night, so expect them to have some pretty good games, or at least to leave everything out there on the floor. It's their last home game that they're guaranteed this year, so look for them to have some fun out there tonight, and look for Grants Pass to be really aggressive. As you mentioned, it's a must-win. A win doesn't necessarily guarantee them a playoff spot. They are 29th. There's a few teams ahead of them that could possibly still win their matchups this evening. So look for them to be really aggressive against the South Eugene team that's kind of had the same season as Grants Pass here. South Eugene 12-12, Grants Pass 10-12. Overall, preseason and conference play, so pretty evenly matched up game here. Should be a good one tonight.
Yeah, and the Lady Cavers can't catch the Axe in to take the third spot automatic entry into the playoffs, but a win would definitely improve their ranking enough that probably gets them into the playoff. They may make it if they lose tonight, but it's going to be a lot more comfortable if they can get the win tonight and pull within a game of the Axe as the conference season ends tonight. Of course, the South Medford Panthers leading the conference, still the second-ranked team in the state, and they are taking on Sheldon tonight, who can tie them with a win. If Sheldon gets the win, they'll be in a tie for the conference lead, having split the season series. Of course, South Medford would like to just close it out with another win, but the Cavers a whole different story. It's all about ranking for the Lady Cavers tonight, and that's what they'll be looking to improve with a win tonight. So we'll take a quick break here and come back with the starting lineups for tonight's game when we get back.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's gonna take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass in Grants Pass.
The driver of the car that hit me is uninsured. Can I still make a claim? Oh, I know. LetUsFightForYou.com.
For several weeks, the Southern Oregon Sports Commission has shown you examples of good sportsmanship and bad sportsmanship. Here's why. 75% of youth athletes quit sports by the age of 13 because they're not having fun. 75% of rookie referees also quit each year. Why? Well, it's because of the way they're treated by coaches and parents. We can do better. We must do better. Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
How long will it take to settle my car accident case? Oh, I know. LetUsFightForYou.com.
Table Rock Sports would like to thank you fans for watching tonight and for your great comments on our new YouTube-based Lithia Superstore Game Center. Located on the homepage of our website, you can watch multiple streams live or go full screen with your favorite team's game. One way to help us keep this great service going is by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Just type Table Rock Sports in the search bar and click on the red subscribe button. You'll be entered to win prizes and get notices on local sporting events before they go live. You help us with a click, we'll help keep you in the game when you can't be there live, and you'll have a chance to win crispy, crunchy chicken and 2020 game tickets to an Oregon College event. Subscribe today.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. It's the South Eugene Axe and the Grants Pass Lady Cavers. We want to head to the Bill's Glass Coach's Corner. Coach's Corner is brought to you by Bill's Glass, proud to be a sponsor of high school athletics. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass. Now, with it being senior night tonight, Coach is a little busy with the extra duties that they have to take care of when all the seniors are going to be recognized, so they weren't available tonight. But I think the same things apply for both of these teams. You want to win to close out the season, and again, more importantly for the Lady Cavers, they can't grab that third spot away from the Axe, but they can improve their standings to get in an at-large bid into the playoffs. And we're just about to get the national anthem. And then we will get you the starting lineups for tonight's game. Not every day you get a guitar solo for the anthem. But that was a pretty good one. And now we'll get the starting lineups. Wearing number 0, Aubrey Lewis. Number 3, Sophia Megert. Number 10, Hannah Stein. Number 11, Aaliyah Harris. And number 31, Dora Schmidt. And the starting lineup for the Lady Cavers, one of the seniors, number 2, Kylie Rucker. Number 13, Emily Rund. Our other senior tonight, number 15, Camden Bruner. Skylar Willie, number 23. And Kaylin Teagle, number 33. So your starters once again for the Axe: Lewis, Megert, Stein, Harris, and Schmidt. And for the Lady Cavers, Rucker, Rund, Bruner, Willie, and Teagle. Well, Tuesday we had the overtime game for the boys with Roseburg. Hopefully we get another just as exciting game tonight, as the Lady Cavers trying to solidify a at-large bid into the playoffs. That first part of the game where the teams will, at both ends, will kind of feel out the defense and see what's available to them. And start things off with a 3. Count it. Childers. Lady Cavers quickly find an opening down low, but can't get the bucket. Another 3, and count it. I think I may have said the wrong player. It was Sophia Megert on that first 3, Stein on the second one. And the Cavers get one back.
That was Emily Rund there.
Emily Rund with the 3. So I already started writing on the wrong lines in my score sheet, so I'm off to a roaring start tonight. Didn't think we'd see this in the first quarter. It's like the Axe want to force the Cavers to come out and challenge, and now they finally do. Another triple on the way. That one off the mark. First team foul, Sophia Megert picks up her first on the axe. Foul on Dora Schmidt. Second team foul for South Eugene. And Rucker misses both the free throws. So far, it looks like the Axe are attacking the seams just enough to get the open outside shots. We haven't really seen them trying to attack the basket yet, but just making enough room to get the threes off. Here's another one here. That one off the glass, but it still counts. Aubrey Lewis. 3 different players with 3-pointers so far for South Eugene. Caver's looking for their second one. That's off the mark. A 2-on-1 break. And Caver's turn it over. As we've seen most of the season, the Lady Caver defense does a pretty good job of keeping the paint clear, and they force the travel there. When Grants Pass struggles, it's generally at the offensive end. The defense has been pretty solid most of the season. That triple off the mark. There's a deep three. Count it. Meggert with her second. And we'll get another foul on South Eugene. That'll be their third team foul. Second foul on Dora Schmidt. Willie hits the first of 2. And she gets them both. Corner 3. No, but a nice offensive rebound. And the first Caver foul. Kylie Rucker picks up her first. And Meggert at the line. Caver's passing's been a little sloppy in this first quarter. They're not having too much trouble breaking the press, but once they get across, the passing has been a little off the mark.
Yeah, they're just moving a little fast. Got to be a little more deliberate right there, where they're going with the ball, and don't get caught picking up the dribble. Makes having to force a pass a little bit harder. And in a few situations, just getting the ball out of the hands a little quicker.
And another Caver foul as Jenna Glenzel got the steal.
The last few South Eugene trips down the court, you've seen some really good ball movement from them. They're getting it out of the hands really fast and getting it around, and that's where you're seeing these wide open three-point opportunities that they're getting, as they've hit 4 of 6, I believe, from behind the arc so far.
So that foul was charged to Teagle, her first. Second Caver team foul. And Glenzel able to split the free throws. And the Cavers with another turnover. Now, see, there was an example where that three-point line becomes a hindrance because she looked down at her feet instead of just taking the shot. If you've got the open shot and you feel like taking it, it shouldn't matter whether it's a 2 or a 3. And that little hesitation, she ended up getting rid of it. Nice offensive rebound. And another foul. Glenzel picks up her first, team's 4th, and Medley at the line will shoot a pair. Good double team there, forces the turnover as Harris got herself into trouble down low. Oh, nice pass. Rucker finds Rund, and Rund makes him pay. Second foul on Glenzel. 5th team foul. And Skylar Willie back to the line. She's perfect 3 for 3 so far, with one more on this trip. And this was a 10-point game just a little bit ago. See if the Axe will hold for one here to close out the first. Bruner trying to maybe do a little too much there. Turns it over, and that'll do it for the first quarter on the John L. Scott scoreboard. South Eugene 15, Rogue River. I knew I was going to do that. And Grants Pass 10. John L. Scott of Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. You're watching TableRockSports.net, and we'll be right back. Table Rock Sports is pleased to welcome a new sponsor this winter, Schlesinger and de Villeneuve Attorneys PC. They specialize in the areas of personal injury, workers' compensation, medical malpractice, wrongful death, and other claims, and have offices in Salem, Eugene, Roseburg, Grants Pass, Medford, and Klamath Falls. Fans, stop into any of the 7 Siskiyou Cellular locations in Southern Oregon for a wide range of your wireless needs. For over 25 years, Siskiyou Cellular has been keeping customers connected to people and things that matter most. Siskiyou Cellular, presenting sponsor of Table Rock Sports. Welcome back. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular. And on the John L. Scott scoreboard, it's South Eugene 15, Grants Pass 10. And another foul. It'll be the 6th team foul on the Axe. It'll be the first on Harris. Is that Bruner at the line? It is, and she splits the free throws. So Cavers have cut the lead down to 4. They're finally getting things rolling at the offensive end after a handful of turnovers to start the quarter. And the Axe were pretty deadly with the 3-ball early on, but they've missed a few here down the stretch. Harris. Seventh team foul for the Axe as Arden Lucas picks up her first. And Mock will step to the line for the 1-and-1. Lots of perimeter work here for the Axe. Caver defense keeping them out there. And that might be why. That's the third time Harris has tried to get inside and never really got off a clean shot. And then she picks up the foul to be the 8th team foul for the Axe. And that'll be Harris's second. And Bruner knocks down the first of a 1-and-1. Another three off the mark for the Axe. Well, they like that three-point arc. And, of course, they don't have a lot of size on that team, so it's probably their best plan, but when it's not working, you don't have much of an alternative. Willie back in the game. Rundle get a rest for the Cavers. And Stein back in the game for South Eugene. Had the right idea on that, but missed the target. Rachel Snyder picks up her first there. Only the third team foul for Grants Pass. Oh. Maggart with the three. That did not look like it was going down and bounced straight up and found its way in. Maggart gets into the paint. Gets into the paint and gets fouled. Must be a pair of free throws as Snyder picks up her second, fourth team foul for the Cavers. just not executing very smoothly right now. Everything seems just a half a step off. Nice drive there from Willie, but she just can't get the bucket to fall. Well, that Caver defense just smothers anything that comes near the paint, and they double and triple team it every time. And there's a three for Emily Rund. Under a minute now. Oh, I thought that was going to be the reload, but she pulled it back. A couple of offensive rebounds on this trip down, but still yet to put the points on the board. Another foul on the Axe. First on Lewis. 9th team foul. And Skylar Willie back at the line. Her third trip to the line tonight. And she hits the first. Oh, and a nice runner to finish off the half. It's Ellison with the bucket. And so as we head to halftime, we take a look at the John L. Scott scoreboard. South Eugene 23, Grants Pass 17. John L. Scott of Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. You're watching TableRockSports.net. And we will be right back.
Hello, I'm Lennox Scott, Chairman and CEO of John O. Scott Real Estate. In 1931, my grandfather started John O. Scott Real Estate. I would like to take a moment to thank you for your trust in allowing us to serve your real estate needs. Helping you realize your home ownership dreams is why we do what we do. But one thing is clear, it takes place one client at a time, each individual buyer or seller, because at the end of the day, it comes down to you. The past few years have been an incredible time of growth for us. We now have over 110 offices and more than 3,000 broker associates in the states of Washington, Oregon, Idaho, and California. But our higher purpose is living life as a contribution.
Your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you. The driver of the car that hit me is uninsured. Can I still make a claim? Oh, I know. LetUsFightForYou.com.
For several weeks, the Southern Oregon Sports Commission has shown you examples of good sportsmanship and bad sportsmanship. Here's why. 75% of youth athletes quit sports by the age of 13 because they're not having fun. 75% of rookie referees also quit each year. Why? Well, it's because of the way they're treated by coaches and parents. We can do better. We must do better. Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
How long will it take to settle my car accident case? Oh, I know. LetUsFightForYou.com.
Let's go! At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
The Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery provide professional, personal, and compassionate care for their patients. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls practice the full scope of services from corrective jaw surgery to wisdom teeth removal and much more. For more information or to schedule your complimentary dental implant consultation, call 541-779-3781.
we think in our stores that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got Grand Champion, and today I got Reserve Grand Champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. The program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherm coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Rock Sports would like to thank you fans for watching tonight and for your great comments on our new YouTube-based Lithia Superstore Game Center. Located on the homepage of our website, you can watch multiple streams live or go full screen with your favorite team's game. One way to help us keep this great service going is by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Just type Table Rock Sports in the search bar and click on the red subscribe button. You'll be entered to win prizes and get notices on local sporting events before they go live. You help us with a click, we'll help keep you in the game when you can't be there live, and you'll have a chance to win crispy, crunchy chicken and 2020 game tickets to an Oregon College event. Subscribe today.
Welcome back. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular. And on the John L. Scott scoreboard here at the half, South Eugene 23, Grants Pass 17. And Joseph, the first half was kind of the same thing we saw on Tuesday with the boys' game. The girls got off to a really slow start, gave up a few threes, and were down as much as 10, and slowly got it back to 5 at the end of the first quarter, and pretty much just kept pace from there. Lady Caver's defense has been really good so far in that first half, but the offense has been a little off on the passing and having trouble finding opportunities at the offensive end.
Yeah, Grants Pass, they're playing well this evening, just they're not putting up very many shots, and I'd like to see them put up some more shot opportunities. They're working at a pretty slow pace right now. South Eugene started out at a pretty fast pace, and they've slowed things down quite a bit as well, working the ball around the key, the top of the key a lot. So South Eugene's working slow. Grants Pass is down right now by 6. They can't work slow. They're going to need to push at a tempo a little bit and then be a little more careful with the basketball. They've turned it over quite a few times in situations where there was no need to turn it over. They weren't really pressured. There wasn't too much South Eugene was giving them to force the turnover. They just got to be smarter with the ball. They're throwing it into the paint, trying to hit that give and go. And, South Eugene's doing a good job of getting to the center of the key and taking away the give and go opportunities. So they just got to remember to look for the open player. Don't force the pass and pick up the tempo a little bit and battle back here and maybe potentially build a lead going into the fourth quarter. Have a good third quarter here. And,
Yeah, we'll have to see how they
got to defend the three-point line. South Eugene's gone cold towards the end of the second quarter there, but the Lady Cavers do a good job of shutting off that middle drive, and sometimes it can leave the outside shot a little open. So they got to make sure not to close too hard and be able to get back out to that line and defend the three-point shot, and they should be all right here in the second half.
Yeah, and late in the quarter offensively, the Axe went to that little side triangle trying to work for more open shots, but have to see what kind of changes each team makes, especially defensively. The Cavers look like they're going to stay right now in that 2-3. And like you said, as long as they can get out and challenge those threes, they should be okay. But if the Axe start hitting them again here in the second half, and there's one there off the mark, they'll have to make those adjustments you mentioned.
That's something that they did a good job of correcting, is getting out to the three-point line. Those first few that they hit and the other one or two that they've hit since were all pretty wide open, but all of the contested three-point opportunities that they've had, they've really struggled with finding their spot and then putting the ball through the hoop there. And
yeah, expect to see Bruner maybe trying to assert herself a little more in the second half. She was pretty quiet in that first half. Playing.
Yeah, I'd like to see her get the ball and just dribble drive, go to the rim, and try to get some buckets and at least get fouled. Something she does a good job. She goes to the rim hard, so she gets fouled a lot.
Yeah, as one of the seniors playing her last game here at Heater Newman, I would expect her to want to get something going here in the second half. Lewis with the bucket. For the Axe. Oh, nice pass down low, but Teagle can't get the bucket. And Skylar Willie will pick up her first team foul for either team here in this second half. Meggert had 3 triples in that first half, and she hit 3 out of 4 of her free throws, but she is a little susceptible to that shuffle of the feet. That's her second traveling call. There's a triple. Rund. And Run definitely one of those players that can get hot. We've seen her do it before. And the Cavers could use some of that here tonight. Second team foul on Grant's pass, as Skylar Willie picks up her second. Bad pass there. Oh, nice pass down low. Meggert with the 3, her 4th tonight. Lucas back in the game for the Axe. And another three. Stein. And just like you said, Joseph, they start hitting those threes, the Caver's going to have to make some adjustments. At 2-3, not the ideal defense to guard against the three. Baseline jumper, and Maggart gets the roll. And the Cavers will take a timeout on the John L. Scott scoreboard. South Eugene 33, excuse me. And Grants Pass 22, John L. Scott, Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. You're watching TableRockSports.net. Fans are loving our new YouTube-based Lithia Superstore Game Center. Located on the homepage of our website, you can watch multiple streams live or go full screen with the best action. Fans can help us keep this great service going by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Just type Table Rock Sports in the search bar and click on the red subscribe button. You'll be entered to win prizes and get notices on your team's games as they go live. Welcome back. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net. Powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. And on the John L. Scott scoreboard, South Eugene 33, Grants Pass 22. That three-pointer from Medley, a little flat, rattles out. Oh, nice flip with the left hand. Maggart with another bucket. Long two missed by Willie. And a travel. Caver's doing a good job breaking the press. It's what they do after they get it across the line that they're just not making the right opportunities. Haven't talked a lot about the South Eugene defense, but you got to give them a lot of credit. Part of the reason the Lady Cavers are just a little off is South Eugene's defense has been good tonight as well. Rucker got that steal and looked like she was going to lose it back to the Axe, but they lose it out of bounds. Rucker with the three. Three at the buzzer off the mark. And as we head to the fourth, we look at the John L. Scott scoreboard. South Eugene 35, Grants Pass 25. John L. Scott, Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. You're watching TableRockSports.net, and we'll be right back. Doctors James Savage and Rajiv Rajagopal are happy to welcome Dr. Brian Clevenger to the Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Our offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls are ready to help. To learn more or schedule your complimentary implant consultation, call 541-779-3781. Welcome back. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. And on the John L. Scott scoreboard, the Lady Cavers in a 10-point hole right now as we start the fourth. South Eugene 35, Grants Pass 25. Both defenses have had a pretty good night tonight, but it's been the Axe offense that's just been a little crisper with the shot opportunities. And we get our first foul here in the fourth. Meggert picks up her second, only the first team foul for South Eugene. Lady Cavers with only two, so not too many fouls here in the second half so far. Lady Cavers actually are going to need to get a little more aggressive defensively and maybe pick up a few more fouls, because if they're trailing as we get down the stretch, they're going to need to send the Axe to the line, and you don't want to have too many fouls left to give. if you get in that situation. Nice drive and a bucket. As Mock Lady Cavers spreading out here to put the pressure on a little farther out. Of course, we saw right near the beginning of the game where South Eugene just stood out high waiting for him to come out, but now they're going to be forced to come out. Third team foul on the Cavers. Bruner picks up her first, and we'll get a timeout called by the Axe on the John L. Scott scoreboard. South Eugene 35, Grants Pass 27. John L. Scott, Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. You're watching TableRockSports.net. Coverage tonight is made possible by title sponsor Lithia Superstore on Highway 62 and general manager Jason Lawrence. Browse online at lithiasuperstore.com and then come in, work with our outstanding staff. Thanks to our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore. Welcome back. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular. As Aaliyah Harris misses the first of two on the John L. Scott scoreboard. South Eugene 35, now make it 36. And Grants Pass 27. The three on the way. Got it. Runned.
She's 4 of 5 from beyond the arc this evening, I believe, correct?
Yeah, I think you're right on that.
That's her fourth one. She's only missed the one deep three.
It is, and she may be the one that's going to try and get them back in this one. At the very least, she's making a good play for the Southern Oregon Sports Commission player of the game. As the Cavers pick up their fourth team foul, second on Bruner. Grants Pass may have gotten away with one there, as there was some pretty good contact in the lane, but they get the steal. Cavers got it within reach. Not quite halfway through this fourth quarter. And Harris for the Axe has gotten some good open looks, but she's really struggling with the jumper tonight. And that's helping the Cavers stay in this one. Another steal for Glenzel, and she'll pull it back. And South Eugene will take another timeout on the John L. Scott scoreboard. South Eugene 36, Grants Pass 30. John L. Scott, Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. You're watching TableRockSports.net. We'll be right back. Sharp vision is important for your student athletes on the field and in the classroom. Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon on Royal Avenue in Medford. Vision care for the entire family with state-of-the-art equipment and the optical boutique. For the right look, visit eyecaresouthern.oregon.com to learn more. Welcome back. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. I think that's our first jump ball call of the night. And the possession will go to South Eugene. On the John L. Scott scoreboard, South Eugene 36, Grants Pass 30. And we are halfway through the fourth. And another foul on the Cavers. This will be their fifth team foul. Third on Skylar Willie. And there's another three. Glenzel with her first triple of the night. And the lead back out to 9. Wide open three at the other end. And we'll get a foul on South Eugene. Only their second. Hannah Stein's first. That three took a funny hop there, but didn't quite find its way in. And the Cavers with a steal off the inbound and a foul. And Bruner gets the bucket. She'll go to the line. The foul will be on Harris. That's the third on Aaliyah Harris. Third team foul. For the Axe. And they force the turnover. And South Eugene going to take another timeout on the John L. Scott scoreboard with 2:59 remaining. South Eugene 39, Grants Pass 33. John L. Scott of Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. You're watching TableRockSports.net. Sports fans who access our games on mobile devices need to know we have an app for that. The Table Rock Sports app is available through the Apple and Android stores. Get to the games faster with Table Rock Sports app. Welcome back. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. On the John L. Scott scoreboard, South Eugene 39, Grants Pass 33. Two-possession game right now for the Cavers. And foul down low. Going to go against Lewis, her second, team's fourth. Cavers can still be enough time here. They can still be patient, look for good shots, but they've got to force the action here just a little bit, because you don't want to rely on having to hit three-pointers. Nice pass down low, but Willie can't finish. They're going to have to challenge. Good defense there from Bruner, but then she's going to pick up the foul. Her third, team's fifth. Glenzel will shoot two. Yeah, Bruner's defense out high was good, keeping the drive away, but then the defense on the drive broke down a little bit. Harris back into the game for South Eugene. As Glenzel splits the free throws. Stein picks up her second, team's fifth, but this will be a shooting foul. Run at the line. Still a 6-point game. So Maggart went back to the right hand after the left hand drive and gets it to fall. Under a minute to go, and it's just as I talked about a minute ago, the Cavers are probably going to have to look for three-pointers as this clock starts to run down on them. Nice rebound inside, and the bucket up and good. And Grants Pass will take a timeout. We'll take it with them. On the John L. Scott scoreboard, it's South Eugene 42, Grants Pass 36. John L. Scott, Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. You're watching TableRockSports.net. We'll be right back. Bill's Glass is proud to be a sponsor with Table Rock Sports. Bill's Glass has been the industry leader and clear choice in Southern Oregon for almost 50 years. Covering the full spectrum of glass from your vehicle to any room in your house. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass. Table Rock Sports will have extensive OSAA playoff coverage for our winter sports teams ahead. on the NFHS Network. Championship excitement from Table Rock Sports and the NFHS Network started back on February 21st and 22nd with the state swimming finals, and they'll conclude with the 4, 5, and 6A boys and girls basketball tournaments. Oregon's leading provider of OSAA playoff coverage, Table Rock Sports. Welcome back. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. And on the John L. Scott scoreboard, South Eugene 42, Grants Pass 36. Time running out for the Cavers, and they'll foul here. Team foul number 6. Lund picks up her first, and now they'll say that's the 7th team foul. And able to convert both of the free throws was Meggert. Caver's going to need some points in a hurry. That 3 off the mark. Medley gets it up and in. And it's going to be too little too late for the Lady Cavers as South Eugene dribbles out the final seconds. On the John L. Scott scoreboard, final score, South Eugene 44, Grants Pass 38. Stay with us for the MyCircleK.com postgame show, which comes your way next. We'll recap today's scoring, look at key stats, select our Southern Oregon Sports Commission players of the game, all during the MyCircleK.com postgame show up next.
K is your on-the-go tailgate headquarters. Whether it's a home game or a road game, when you need a big play, call on My Circle K. From their always fresh premium brewed coffee, ice-cold fountain drinks and sodas, fresh made-for-travel deli items. When it comes to special teams, nothing is more special than My Circle K's Kickback Reward Program. Rewards every purchase, every time. Find them, follow them, throw a tailgate party with them. MyCircleK.com.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guide during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on LithiaSuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass in Grants Pass.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Welcome to the My Circle K post-game show, your locally owned Chevron stations powered by Colvin Oil, who sponsor the Fuel Your School program in October. Your support has raised over $300,000 in the past 4 years. For more information, visit mycirclek.com. And on the John L. Scott scoreboard, our final score, South Eugene 44, Grants Pass 38. And if you looked at this game on paper, Joseph, this is pretty much the outcome you would expect. The Axe are ranked a few slots higher than the Lady Cavers, and they win by just a few here tonight. But it was really that fast start for South Eugene that kind of set the tone for this whole game. And Lady Cavers made a couple of runs, but never really got quite within striking distance.
Yeah, South Eugene got out to some good work early and hit a few shots off the top, and Grants Pass was never able to really come back from that. They got as close as pretty much that first rally there. They cut it to within 5.
They had it 5 at the end of the first.
Yeah, and then got it to South Eugene got it to about 10 again, and then they were able to cut it back to 6 here. And Grants Pass just it's been one of those seasons, and they're hoping to still get into the playoffs and have a game on Tuesday. They just got to figure some things out. They're a fairly young team, just the 2 seniors on the squad. So, they're not necessarily looking to next year, but they've been building towards next year this whole season, and it's been a progression towards what are we going to do, where are we going to be, who are we going to have, who's going to be doing what, and they're figuring it out. You're seeing them get a little more aggressive. They're playing smarter basketball as the season progresses, and that's what you always want to see. Earlier in the year, they were, there was a lot more mistakes happening with this young team here, and they're starting to figure it out a little bit. They're protecting the ball more and more each game we see. Had a tough time with that tonight. They struggled with maintaining possession, threw the ball away about 6-7 times on some give and goes. They were trying to get that give and go to work, and South Eugene, credit to them, did a really good job of taking away the middle of the floor. Didn't allow Grants Pass to get anything going on that end, and like you mentioned, 2 teams fairly closely ranked together, fairly close in standings overall this season from start to finish, 12-12, 10-12. So expected a good game here, except for that early run from South Eugene. It was pretty much a dead even game back and forth for about 3.5 quarters of basketball.
Yeah, and you mentioned the turnovers, which really hurt the Lady Cavers tonight. But even when they weren't turning the ball over for a good portion of the game, the passing just wasn't very crisp. They were passes that were just a little behind the player or at their feet, those kinds of things. And so they just never really felt like they could get into a rhythm as much as, they had a few clutch buckets that kind of gave them some life, but they just never really felt like they got into rhythm tonight. And so I don't think South Eugene saw the best Grants Pass team that they can put out there tonight.
Grants Pass really has to start finishing at the basket too.
Yeah, they do.
And a lot of missed opportunities at the bucket over the past couple of weeks.
They had the size advantage, but they weren't finishing when they would get it inside. They didn't get it inside a lot, but they did a few times, but they just weren't finishing. And it may have been even more lopsided, but actually the Axe had a similar problem. The Axe had a bit of a size disadvantage, and they had a couple players that tried to take it in the paint, but also really weren't finishing inside. So this was an outside shooting game, and again, like we said from the outset, the hot start from South Eugene was really what gave them this victory. They were able to take those first 3-pointers and They only needed 2 of them to keep the margin at 6 and get this victory. So let's take a look at our Southern Oregon Sports Commission players of the game. And these were pretty easy picks for us tonight. Our Southern Oregon Sports Commission players of the game for South Eugene, Sophia Meggert, 23 points and a hot game from the arc. I've got her down for 4 3-pointers, and she was by far the leading scorer for both teams with 23. And for Grants Pass, we're going to go with Emily Rund for similar reasons. She was the high scorer for the Lady Cavers, but also the most consistent scorer. She scored in all 4 quarters, and really when they needed a bucket, that was where they were getting it from, was from Rund. So those are our Southern Oregon Sports Commission players of the game. Travel Medford and the Southern Oregon Sports Commission are working to help fans know their role. Learn more at travelmedford.com/Southern Oregon Sports Commission. We thank you for watching today's broadcast. Be sure and download the free TableRockSports.net app and watch the replay of this game free on your mobile devices. We'd like to thank Grants Pass High School Athletic Director Clay Ronceville for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net and today's broadcast. Special thanks to head coaches Tosh O'Brien and Scott Wakefield. Our next Table Rock Sports production, we think, will be Wednesday night. That one may still be pending. If that doesn't happen, we will be on Friday with a playoff game in the 4A, Hidden Valley. Don't know who their opponent is, but they will be hosting a playoff game on Friday. But again, we may have Grants Pass boys on Wednesday night, depending on how things go through the rest of the action tonight. Check out some great features on our updated website at TableRockSports.net and follow us online at Facebook.com/TableRockSports and on Twitter at TableRockSports. We hope you enjoyed this free broadcast made possible by our sponsor support. Tune in tonight, News 10 KTVL Channel 10 TV, tonight at 11:10, Friday Night Fast Breaks with Joe Brett and Demi DeSoto. You'll see highlights from our Table Rock Sports teams only Channel 10 will have. Friday Night Fast Breaks every Friday night throughout the basketball season, only on KTVL 10. Again, the final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard, South Eugene 44, Grants Pass 38. This has been a special presentation of Table Rock Sports. With Joseph Brett, I'm Jeff Smith saying thank you for watching and good night from Grants Pass High School in Grants Pass, Oregon.